I was just about to leave the house when a big story broke, so please don't judge me for how I look, okay? I was simply going to go outside for a walk and get some much needed sun, but then Hiko's got to go and announce some big stuff, which also is big stuff, but should be expected stuff coming from a former Counter-Strike pro, is his return to CS2 when it does release. Yes, Hiko's saying he will be leaving Valorant for CS2, at least for a time. I don't know how permanent this is going to be, and also making some statements and remarks around the communities. He thinks that the Valorant community is a bit more young, and the CS community maybe a bit more mature and an older audience, which I think is, again, pretty much known information.
Valorant's back up, so maybe they're going to play Valorante.
Is that what you're doing, waiting for Valorant?
It's back up. This is my last game. I'm going back. It's fun while it lasted.
No way, dude. You're lying.
Dude, CS is better.
Respectfully, nobody asked. I like both games. If you're a one-sided elitist, you're cringe. Just saying. If you haven't seen me in a while, if you're wondering where I've gone, I have been playing Valorant for the last couple years. But yeah, I think I'll make a comeback to CS when CS2 comes out. I'll probably start streaming CS2 a lot. I mean, I do kind of miss this game. The community in general is just better. The Valorant community is a little cringe to me, and probably because I'm just older, and I think the average age in most of the CS people are older than the Valorant people, but we'll see. Ultimately, we'll see. I don't know what's about to happen, but
Yeah, he's hilarious.
why is it playing music?
And none of us should be surprised by this. I know if you guys know Hiko, former Counter-Strike pro, then kind of a CS streamer. Obviously, when Valorant comes out, I think really blew up when it comes to the streaming stuff. And then, of course, competitively, and then taking a step back from competitive to continue streaming. He is one of the more prominent faces when you think of Valorant streamers and the early days of Valorant content creation. He's one of the go-tos I think of who made that transition very fast and really picked up an audience for doing it. So it should come as no surprise that after a while in Valorant, he wants to try out Counter-Strike yet again. I would say, ironically, it just didn't seem like he was enjoying CS very much today. At the point of me recording, he's now gone back to Valorant, which makes sense because CSGO is not CS2, or at least the expectations we have set for it. I'm not sure how permanent that move is going to be. I do kind of understand where he's coming from. The CS scene is certainly an older audience, at least when it comes to the professional scene. That's how I see it. I don't think he meant any ill will towards the community in Valorant who is been there watching him. But you can't really blame the guy for wanting to try out CS2. And I'm sure that if CS2 does not go well, and it kind of goes back to the same CSGO streaming that we saw, and a lot of creators don't stick it out with, I feel like when it comes to CSGO streamers, it's been a huge ebbs and flows. Like the only people permanently streaming CSGO are like former pros or current pros. At least that's how I see it. When it comes to Valorant, you got a lot more creators, streamers, players, all streaming. It seems like a better streaming game. And that's from me. I love CSGO. So we'll see if CS2 can actually pique his interest for a long enough time, and if he actually leaves Valorant for a long period of time. I imagine he'll bounce back and forth between the two games because he has an audience in both games. But either way, Hiko announcing he'll be leaving Valorant for CS2 should be expected. But we gotta beef up those headlines a little bit. You guys know we need a few views over here for ourselves, but I'm super excited to see it, and especially if the CS2 content does well, what streamers flip back and forth between the two games, because rising tides, baby. It's better for both games if they do well in the streaming categories. Till next time, take care of yourselves. I'm going to go for a walk. Thank you for watching. Okay, bye.